Childhood, am I right? Such a simple time when all we had to do was eat a vast amount of processed food and run around in our back gardens. Oh, wait. That was the first lockdown, wasn't it? By far my favourite of the trilogy. The sequels, they never quite measure up, do they? Anyway, I am your generic, bubbly narrator, and welcome to A Farce from the Past. Rumour has it, there's been quite a few years since the members of PantoSoc last watched children's television, and they can't remember all the details of the shows they used to love. Still, there's no forgetting iconic staples of childhood like Bob the Builder, Blue's Clues, Teletubbies. Ah yes, Teletubbies. I remember it like it was yesterday. Who could forget the japes of Stinky Winky, Tipsy, Gaga, and Pooh? Yeah, I think that's what they were called.
Oh no, they weren't.
Oh yes, they were. Watch, and you'll see.
Stinky Winky,
Tipsy,
Gaga,
Pooh,
Teletubbies, Teletubbies, watching you. Oh! It's like, fuck, that's over. I'm sweating like a Teletubby.
It wasn't this bad when the sun was a baby. Shame it grew up to be such a hot adult. What's up? I never want to wear this costume again.
Costume or not, I am a Teletubby. For to give a convincing performance, one must choose to enter the mind space of a Teletubby. Telly or not to be? That is the question. Not to be! But what does it even mean to be a Teletubby? What is their purpose, their motivation? What does it mean to question?
Oh, shut up.
But would a Teletubby shut up? It's important to stay in character. It's all part of the method, you see.
I'm hungry. Do we have any food? So long as it's not any more of that tubby custard. I swear it gives me the runs. Wait. Shit.
Oh, tubby custard! Tipsy, do you want some?
Oh no, Stinky Winky. You simply must have some cubby custard.
Oh no, I insist! You have some tubby custard.
Oh no, I insist. In fact, I insist more than you insist. Insist.
Coming up, we have more Teletubbies after this short ad break.
Henry, sit. Henry, stay. Henry, Hoover. Henry, Hoover.
Fed up of your low-tech vacuum cleaner? Get the all-new Nunu, the new sentient vacuum cleaner.
No.
Where's Nunu?
It's behind you! It's behind you!
No, no! No, 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 no!
Oh my. Everything's so violent nowadays. I blame the internet generation. Do you blame the internet generation? Director, what should I do? I'm losing them. Oh, okay, strong female character. Not like other girls. Oh, God. We need a strong female character. She's not like other girls, because that would be bad. Let's see what she has to teach us.
Hey! 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 Do you want to get coffee and talk about that project sometime? Also, it'd be really nice to get to know you. I feel like we haven't spoken much.
No offense, but I don't think we'd get on that well. I mean, I'm not like other girls.
Really? What do you mean?
Well, I only drink my coffee black and I never wear makeup. And I exclusively wear panties and I hate Justin Bieber. My hair is short and I'm a dog cause I watch BBC Sherlock. And I never hang with other girls cause it's just too much drama.
Really? You only have male friends?
Yeah, I think it's just because I'm built different.
Right.
I'm not like you.
You aren't?
You're not like me. I think on that we can agree. Like I read books, I'm very smart, you know. No, I'm not like other girls. I like to play video games. I like to watch Tarantino. Some guys call me Manic Pixie Dream Girl. No, I'm not like other girls.
You need to read some feminist theory.
What do you mean?
You think that other girls are a monolith you don't fit into, but it's not true. Being a woman can include all those things you like, and there's nothing wrong with wanting sugary coffees or wearing pink to start with either. Gender expression is not and should not be limited to the binary idea of masculinity and femininity.
I never really thought of it like that.
Cause they shove ideas of womanhood and our votes to live up to. Then they hate on women for liking things and we internalize it. I want to be one of the guys because of the patriarchy. And hating on other women just helps the sexist win.
I mean, if you want, you could come over to mine and play Hades on my Switch.
That would be nice.
I'm just like you. I think that's true. You're just like me. Yes, I can see we really hate the bourgeoisie. We watch YouTube and we like panto too. Yes, I am a girl like you. I'm just like you. I'm just like you. You're just like me. You're just like me. It's something anyone can see. I'm feminist. And I support gay rights. Yes, I am a girl like you.
Feminism. In a pantomime. Why not? Next week, putting people in drag. This wouldn't have happened in the good old days, where horses were two people in a costume and you could sit closer than 2 meters apart. Speaking of, our writers have been working on revitalising some of those old fairy tales to make them more relevant to the modern age. Let's see what they've come up with.
Hello and welcome to Nursery Rhymes for COVID Times. Today we'll be reading Jack and Jill, the COVID edition. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his crown, and Jill followed 2 meters after.
And now for our second tale. Mary had a little lamb. Mary had a little lamb whose fleece was white as snow, and everywhere that Mary went the lamb was sure to go. One day it went to school with her, which was against the rules, as only children of key workers were allowed at school.
Thank you for listening.
Current affairs are really like that at the moment, aren't they? It all feels a bit dire, doesn't it? Luckily, I have a friend who can help cheer us up, but I just don't know where he is. His name's Wally.
He's behind you.
Oh, come on. Come on. I know that's the panto format, but that's just mean. We're going to need some help to find him, boys and girls. Luckily, the Blues Clues Squad are on the case.
Well, hello there, kids. Today, Blue and I received a phone call. It was from the boys in blue. No, Blue, not you. The police. You're a dog, and the police are... Anyway, they want our help finding a friend. His name is Walter, but most people call him Wally. Look, they were sent a letter. And if anyone can figure out these clues, I know it can be us. The first clue, I'm pretty sure, is this voicemail on my phone left to me by an unknown number. Should we give it a listen?
Hey Steve, I'm from the GP. I'm calling back about the rash on your...
Sorry, that was my, privates investigator. The second clue is this video of a suspect, an apparent friend of Walter, who was questioned.
Yes. You'll never take me alive, Alaka Lizard!
Well, that was riveting, but less than helpful. But this seems like a classic case of...
Assault and kidnapping?
Oh, hi! It's Salt and Pepper!
Season's greetings! We're just here to help spice things up a bit.
Well, this cold case could use the heat. We're running out of leads. And not the ones we use for a WALK. I'm stumped. You're right, Blue. Something is fishy about this.
Ah, that would be the dinner in the oven. It's airing.
Red?
Not yet, I'm just reading it now. Oh la la, whoever wrote this letter is a great Wally. This drawing looks more like a snowman than a guy.
Wait. Pepper, say that again.
How you say, this guy is a shit artist.
No. The other bit. Right, Wally. Wally wrote this note himself to throw us off.
What a twist!
But how can you tell?
It's a bad drawing because Wally was using his non-dominant left hand because he holds a cane in his right hand.
But why would he do this?
Snowman, cold case, He faked his own kidnapping for the insurance money. Blue, what's this? A screenshot of CCTV footage? Seems our slippery friend has been spotted.
I'm pretty sure he was striped.
But it could take us hours to pick him out in this crowd. You're right, Blue. We can ask the children at home. Will you help us find where's Wally? Together, we can catch him, red and white-handed. Can you spot him?
Oh my god. Turns out Wally is not as innocent as I'd previously thought. I hope you found him, boys and girls. I know a man who'd be able to find him in a heartbeat. He's a great builder with a keen eye for detail. Do you know who I'm thinking about? Who said Isambard Kingdom Brunel? No, silly. I'm talking about Bob the Builder. I wonder what he's up to nowadays. It's been a few years since we checked in on the residents of Bobsville, but I'm sure nothing's changed.
How lovely to see you both again.
The pleasure is all ours, truly.
Oh, Bob, are you muted?
Yeah, sorry. I didn't want to disturb Pilchard.
Pilchard?
The cat.
I see. Why don't you want to disturb the cat?
Well, she was up all night playing with Rowley.
I see. Rolly is another cat?
Oh no. No, Rowley's my steamroller.
Which you called Rolly because he rolls?
No, actually, it's because he likes rock and roll. And Bird as well. They're best friends.
Bird is another machine?
What? Why would Bird be a machine? No, Bird's a bird. Don't be silly.
Okay, let me get this down. Pilchard's a fish, but yours is not. Rolly rolls, but that's not why he's called that. And the bird called Bird, he is your pet?
Close enough.
We've explored these issues of personification before, haven't we, Bob?
Well, yeah, but I'd hardly call them issues.
Your best friend is a backhoe loader.
Hey, Scoop's personal life is none of your business.
Wendy, how does this make you feel?
Terrible. I don't think most women are made to feel second fiddle to a cement mixer.
Oh, that's a bit harsh. What about Dizzy's emotional needs?
What about my emotional needs, Bob?
Oh, come on, Wendy. I appreciate you. You're in my song.
After the backhoe loader, bulldozer, cement mixer, steamroller, and crane.
Scoop, Muck and Dizzy.
Stop that.
Rolly too.
Bob, I do not want to hear one more line of that bloody song.
Wendy. Hey, that's you. Join the crew.
Robert, I swear, I will walk out of here of the marriage. You're pushing this too far.
Get the job done.
I'm the one who's done.
Builder, can we fix it?
No, Robert. No. We can't.
Wendy?
You're pushing people away, Bob.
Oh, I know.
Don't hide yourself from me, Bob. Let me in. How do you feel?
I'm a builder, and I can't fix my marriage.
Oh, that's an hour. I assume you'll be paying?
Oh, about that.
What?
Construction work doesn't pay well, Dr. Brown, especially when you don't charge for your services. I mean, I don't think I've been paid in, well, ever.
What do you mean?
Bob the Builder, can he pay it? Bob the Builder. No, he can't.
Bob?
That is it. First, Teletubbies. Then where's Wally? And now Bob the Builder is getting a divorce. I'm done, boys and girls. I may be 21, but I'm going to say it. My childhood is ruined. It's over. It's over. Tune in next week to discover more of our favourite childhood hits 15 years on. Will the Wombles be able to obtain planning permission for a new house on Wimbledon Common? Will Topsy and Tim be able to adjust to online learning? And, most importantly, what is Harry hiding in his bucket full of dinosaurs? I'm your generic bubbly narrator, and you've been watching A Farce from the Past.
Can I do this? It would be really funny. Yeah. Oh, this is so uncomfortable.
You're about to fuck that piece of paper.
Is that it? Done? Can that be done?